Okay, folks, welcome to Market Wrap for the 28th. I don't want to spend time talking about booking a profit right off. I want to talk about the NUGT trade and why we did it, what was the logic, and what is the exit strategy if that logic is inaccurate. So let's begin with the 4-hour chart. What I was looking at intraday, and you could see that we bounced off of support. It was prior support. Then the following bar, we failed to put in a new low. We began to consolidate. We began to see higher lows, which is a good thing, right? That really wasn't what sold me. What sold me was more so oil, which surged, and that current in the after hours is now trying to break out after putting in this higher low. And it appears as though we're going to move higher here in the coming days. Also, we were looking at, or I was looking at, the dollar, which flashed a topping tail. It did pull back, but then it flashed a reversal bar, which did not allow NUGT to rally as I thought it would. You can see we're down in the after hours. We're oversold on the third standard deviation Bollinger Band. I think that we're going to get a pullback here. Will it be as severe as this one here? I doubt it. I think it'll probably be more akin to this one back here where we got overbought. And then we may see a resumption to the upside because the dollar on a weekly basis, folks, is at technical resistance, but it's a good looking chart. We're going to take a look at it in a moment. So it's the reality and we can't ignore it. Also, what I looked at was the price of silver. And I think I wrote something that was kind of confusing. We surged on a 4-hour bar, right? We rallied back, not on a daily basis and certainly not on a weekly basis. So if I confused anybody, my apologies. Now, let's take a look at gold. All right, so gold sliced right through the 1310 level like a hot knife through butter. The GDP number for last quarter was revised lower, but the outlook for the year was revised higher. So the markets looked at the 3% GDP number and ignored the revision downward. So let's go to the daily charts. All right, really quick. Yields, 10-year yield, weekly basis with the lows of the week. So why they wouldn't pop on a GDP growth of 3%, I don't know, but it is what it is. So yields, weak. The dollar. Okay, so we gapped up higher today on the news. We did close off the highs of the day, but while this is not an awe-inspiring chart, it doesn't excite me in the least. To me, it's a short squeeze higher. I just get that in my gut. I look at this volume. There's no conviction. All it appears to be is a short squeeze. But when you take a look at the weekly chart, look at this chart. We're right at resistance. So we have to worry about the what ifs. What if we break out to a new 52-week high? That will cause the short squeeze to continue. Stokes appear poised to want to hook up this week, as is RSI. Now volume, meh, it's nothing. So we'll watch how the dollar closes out the week. Maybe we'll get a big sell-off, who knows? But this is certainly a concern. We can't ignore it. It has a direct impact on our NUGT trade and our USLV trade and the EDC trade, although the EDC trade shrugged it off today. We'll talk about that in a moment. The tips. Getting ready to press higher here. Yet again, a bullish key reversal today. And I think that we are going to test all-time highs yet again. The VIX, down day, broke support. So they may want to take this market higher. The transports up huge today on the GDP news. The question is, now that we've rallied, let's update the chart. Will we break out and above the 10,300 level on the transports? Volume today rolled in below average, but net, a pretty good day for the transports. The Dow Jones, higher lows getting put in on the Dow Jones. A reversal day on the Dow, very light volume. The S&P 500 recaptured support on very light volume. Stokes, possible higher low. The IWM, daily basis, a bullish reversal bar. We recaptured support, volume light. So what's the where to from here? There's a good chance that if we close out tomorrow strong, that we may see a continuation run into next week. We need to be prepared for that. There's our primary upper band of resistance, and technically we broke out above a very weak secondary resistance level. Stokes are pressing higher here, and a possible inverted head and shoulder setup on IWM. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. We're not going to be short of IWM once it goes anywhere near the neckline. The banks, a reversal day. I know a couple of people got short of the banks and the trip Qs. It looked good early on. Not looking so great right now. Possible inverted head and shoulder setup. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Let's just be careful here with our shorts and even the safe haven plays, meaning gold, silver, oil. Bullish key reversal day, nice day. Held support, volume slightly below average. Higher lows on ultimate oscillator, hooking up, good stuff. Oil looking good. All right, gold, daily basis, a nightmare. The fact that we broke the 1310 levels so significantly and on massive volume is a big concern, and it's going to become a bigger concern if the markets begin to break out, because nobody's going to want to own gold when you have Google and Netflix and Amazon pressing on to higher highs. It's just not sexy enough. Emerging markets, our EDC, good day today. We were up about 2%. Good bullish reversal day. Despite the strong U.S. dollar, it's trading with stocks right now, so that's a good thing. Stokes is still declining, down below the 50 level. So I'm not going to add here until we get a higher low and hopefully a breakout. And those Stokes moving up. USLV, it's a hold. Gap down today. What are you going to do? It's on a massive position. We'll find support at 62.50. We'll hold it. Big volume. Cal-Maine Foods, weekly chart. We finally broke out. Yay! 45.50 in the rearview mirror. So we have broken out to multi-week highs. And we've broken out not just on a weekly basis out of this triangle formation with a bullish engulfing of the prior week's move, but we've also broken out on a daily basis out of this triangle formation. RSI rising. Very, very nice day today. Our short of Dish Networks, it's still not trading above resistance. If the markets begin to break out, it may just close it out. There's no sense fighting the market. Roku, we closed out this trade today early on, thank goodness, because bullish key reversal day, and it appears as though we broke out on RSI. Light volume. All right, so we move on. Book to profit. And I didn't go over NUGT. Where is that? All right, so NUGT, a bearish key reversal on the week. Thus far, we have one trading day left to go. We're going to have to do some really heavy lifting tomorrow to recover off of the lows of the week, or else we're going to be unloading a good amount of this position. This is not a good setup. It's a possible lower high, and we have a rejection at the 2112 level. Daily chart. All right, so the daily chart, where we closed today was pretty good, and it also reinforced my decision to add a bit more here. We pulled back and closed right at the breakout point. We also bounced off the 50-period moving average, which is rising and trading above the 200-period moving average. So that's good stuff. That's like a wind at your back. You have a floor below. We've had some momentum. I bet that we would at least see some late day momentum buying. It didn't pan out. It looks as though we have some lower highs getting put in on MACD. So on a new daily low, I'm probably going to stop out of at least half, including the shares that we put on today, of our current position. My biggest worry right now is the market breaking out and the gold stocks taking it on the chin because they're not sexy. We could be as right as rain with our argument that the debt is this and the deficit spending is that. In the end, until the market peters out and begins to roll over, nobody's going to care. Right? It's just not headline news. It's not sexy. So we want to book our profits, make them real, let the shares come back down to us, and we'll re-enter at that point in time. We'll know it when we see it. So we did some speculating today, buying at support levels. Those support levels did in the end hold. I thought there would be a rally back. It wasn't. There wasn't. And that's in and of itself is a tell. So ideally, what we get tomorrow is a pop higher, even if it's an inside day, and we begin to see these Stokes hook up. And we get like back here, a higher low. So tomorrow's another day. That's it for tonight, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night. Oh, Bitcoin. I saw somebody posted it in the forum. I got an email alert. I didn't see who posted it. Inquiring about Bitcoin. Let's bring it up. Okay. Bitcoin, daily chart. I think we're breaking out. I think we're going a lot higher here. So we have our double bottom setup on Stokes. We're now putting in another higher low above that level. So the momentum is there. RSI, a little lackluster. I'd like to see a breakout. But take a look at this. We had a breakout above this upper band of this trading range. We've pulled back, done a retest. Now we are breaking out to higher highs. So it appears as though the path of least resistance is now changing on Bitcoin. And just to take a look at how we're closing out the month, we have broken out above a resistance level. We're closing potentially near the highs of the month. I think that we're setting the stage for a big bull run here in the coming weeks and months. So we're going to remain long. And that's it for tonight, folks, really this time. Have a great night. Talk to you tomorrow.